Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Kingdoms and Castles. Today, we're finning off dragons. I guess, technically speaking, Queen Tierstig is finning off dragons. And we're getting our lovely mill route under control, finally. We got the start of it in the previous episode, so naturally we're going to want to follow through. Before I do that, I think I'm going to build some ballista towers because they cover more than nothing. I believe I also wanted to get a large reservoir cooking, so I might as well get that rolling now. And I can get another castle block. I'm building these towers now just because we're currently due to get some Vikings in 1 year, so after this winter. Let's see. Oh no. Why is this dude not dropping off the fucking grain? Okay, I think it's going to Lopper first. I might as well see how this route works out before I enter the next phase of the operation. So this has 0 grain. Oh my god. What the fuck? There's so many Vikings. Oh no, I just have no... I mean, I do have some arrow towers. I guess I just need more of them. That's pretty friggin' ridiculous. So this place has 45 grain. It desires 50. What's a lock mean? Click to lock this resource for export by ship only? Okay. Well, I don't think it gave any grain to this dude, which means we are just going to straight up need to pipe the grain out every single time. That's a little bit annoying. I mean, I guess, strictly speaking, if we destroy some of these farms, they should stop trying. Like, if we destroy all our farms, they're going to stop putting grain into this duder. It does seem like pretty friggin' scary. Maybe I'll get yet another transport car. Oh. We're gonna need a super duper prep for next Viking invasion too. That's gonna be highly on the docket. So we can't be letting our shit get beat up like we are right now. I'm just gonna continue to build tall towers. So the towers take only like a little bit of wood and mostly stone, which is perfect for us. In Crescent at least. What? These dudes destroyed a manor home? Are you serious? Little assholes. We most certainly need to prep for that. Oh, we got a large reservoir, and it does cover all of this region. That's very nice. I guess I'll take some preliminary steps. We've got our double transport car. I have two... Hold up, I have 2 fucking markets right next to each other? Okay, that can get out of here. I'll build a granary in its place. And then the ships will... these carts will transport just directly into this little dude, which will be nice. My route needs to wait, I think, for the granary to be done. No, I can build the route now. Okay, so it's gonna pick up from Dark Chorrol. I'm just gonna say 200. And then it's gonna drop off in this granary 200. And that's gonna be the route. Obviously we need to wait for the granary to be complete. Can my big building hold grain too? Not 100% sure. Maybe we'll need to like have like a chain of granaries, I guess. Well, whatever the case, I'm gonna start chopping down some more trees too. Oh, perfect. They stopped at Milton. That's gonna allow us to buy some stone for the various buildings that we're gonna want. It's so weird that it has workers take stuff, or you can lock it so that they don't take stuff out of the dock, but not bring stuff in. There's not a lock for the opposite. Well, whatever. Let's just see this route start up. I think I'm gonna have a desired 200. So now the cart has yoinked out everything. Oh no, they're bringing shit right back in. That's not good. Well, I mean, actually it doesn't really matter all that much. Let's see. Cargo ship docked, and it's giving us the 57 stuff. Alright, I think this might be workable as a solution. Obviously, to piggyback off that, we're going to need more grain production in our town. So we're going to be looking for 3 pieces of very fertile lands that's irrigated as well, just so we can maximize our output. May or may not be worth to build like a secondary granary too. But feels like we're currently at a decent equilibrium. Periodically I need to either expand out our piers or build more towers, or both. What is that clicking sound? Excuse me? Is that part of the song? That's very distressing. Is like a quest running out or something? Okay, well, whatever. Sound has stopped. I'll build some more piers in New Ganymede. I guess just Ganymede as well. I'm feeling very secure. And Crescent. I'm gonna bulldoze some of the fishies. Sorry, fishies. Maybe I'll build some more castle block over here, so we can max out the range on these towers. Might be overcompensating slightly, and we might like encounter a situation where the Vikings just reposition and go somewhere else. But there's not much we can do about that. What do you want? Vinay. No, I will not help you. Look, I didn't see very much help when half my shit was burned in the ground, okay? It's a dog-eat-dog world. Every king and queen for themselves. This is a reasonable enough farm location here. So I'll grab that as well. I think I'm gonna add another granary. And then maybe I'll have another transport cart and they'll like take turns grabbing from each granary. What's this? It's an empty meat cart? Why is this dude empty? Are we not like exporting pork anymore? Let's see, desired 200. No, I mean the transport cart's coming. Yeah, it's plopped in 50. Why is it only plopped in 50? Oh, am I not getting all that much from these butcheries? No tools to prepare. Oh, I think what's happening is that the staff is all building shit because the builders are so high priority. Oh my god, we have 136 ballista operators. Crescent. That is ridiculous. How's the granary situation? It is actually full. Wonderful. I guess the next step is to Continue to get rid of some farms. I guess like this little corner over here is completely worthless farm-wise. We can chop down these trees and put a granary like back to back with the other granary. I'm really irritated at the dock workers, but whatever. Food, granary. Come on, chop the tree down. You know you wanna. There we go. I'll have drop off 200 in this one as well. There we go. Oh, what? They can drop off grain into the fucking building granary? Oh my god, so that's what it looks like in there. Oh, you know what? You can see the top come off of this granary. That's neat. We've gotten Queen Tierstig's Duder. She just wants to renegotiate prices. I always double check these things to see if she's like trying to screw me over somehow. Hasn't happened yet, but you never know. Oh my god, we're getting pretty close to Viking time. We probably need to build up some more towers. It's now or never. Oh, we're completely out of stone. We could do a Greek fire placement. The only thing with the Greek fire is that its range is so fucking trash that I feel like I wouldn't be getting much out of them. Like the archery tower, when it's maxed out, covers like half of this little island chunk. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna need more stone before we can deal with any of this stuff, which might mean that we need even more storage, unfortunately. Just because we're like choking on having so much wood. I guess one right here wouldn't be too bad because this area is like barren fertility. Then maybe I could have one of these stockpiles just be a wood stock or a stone stockpile. Where is this merchant? Okay, they're in Crescent. This place needs wood and not stone. So at least there's that. Probably should build some of the towers out. Like a couple archery towers. And probably some ballistas too. Just add to the ever-growing collection of ballista operators. We're gonna need more people living here ASAP too. Just so that we can have more people man the ballistas. I guess I'll put... I don't have any wood, so I'm just gonna have to wait for the dudes to clear cut a little bit. I could put a manor house behind this other manor house. Because the piers count as roads, kind of. Like bad roads, so. It's the perfect opportunity to squeak that by. And then we'll get more people, and these more people will help with the more stuff. Really don't feel confident about Ganymede's defenses as well. Maybe I'll build a swordsman squad. Just so that they can help like cover our bases. I guess a couple ballista towers will do nicely too. They can sort of ping Vikings even from the edges of our territory. That's very fantastic. Our second granary is pretty much full as well. I think I'm gonna continue my trend of bulldozing these buildings and just building storage for the farms. We could maybe use this opportunity to build like a manor house or something in Ganymede, but that requires stone. Which we have. There we go. Peasants are not very happy with this. Maybe would it be? Oh, we're actually not filled up on all of our beds. It's a little bit uncomfortable. All the dragons are flying over Queen Vinay's territory. Looks like she's not doing a real good job of getting rid of them. However, we have about 10 million ballista towers. Yep. So this poor black dragon just never stood a chance. It's a shame the ballistas kind of suck against Vikings. So I'm just going to build a couple of super tall towers. Put them so they can guard Milton a little better. We're just going to have to hope that the Vikings succumb to the many, many arrow towers. I think one positive thing about the ballista towers that I haven't really mentioned is that the arrow towers kind of hurt the Vikings, but the ballista towers will really hurt the Viking ships, and if you get like a critical mass of them, they can actually take out the Viking ships, so that's like one benefit. Even if it's like a really low ballista tower, Vikings tend to path near your islands, so you can constantly get them working. See, we have 50 idle people. Or what's taking them so long to build all this shit then? I guess I'll build more castle towers. Amazing. We have 0 idle people in Crescent. I guess that means we've just gotta continue to build housing. 2 more manor houses should help out with that. Man, these guys have really terrible happiness here. We probably need to build some sort of services back in this nook. Oh well. Fighting nearly 100 Vikings. Jesus, there's so many of them. They're all just docking here. It's pretty rough. I wonder why the NPCs are getting so, like, absolutely ganged up on by the Vikings. Do they just have, like, 5 times my population or something? Oh, that's really bad. That's not a good angle for us. So we're practically... I mean, we're not totally defenseless, but... it's just not a... we don't have that many towers angled out here. Yeah, it looks like we're pinging them pretty good, because they just have to walk really slowly across the pig fields. So never mind, that actually worked out fine. Meanwhile, Milton, the Vikings are also mostly unopposed. They're starting to hit our territory with the various archer towers. Really glad that I built so many of them. So that's all of them dealt with. I think these guys are all headed for Crescent. It's actually a pretty good route for us as well, because they've just got a path right past Ganymede with its 10 bajillion ballista towers, so there's plenty of opportunity for the ships to get softened up. It takes but a few ballista shots to sink another one of their boats. Looks like one of them's going to end up landing just fine. We still sunk it. That's fantastic. Very amazing. Okay, we mostly deflected them. Meanwhile, Milton, I guess I'm going to continue to build piers. There we go. We're actually sort of capped out on our people, which means we're going to need to build more housing. That'll have to come after the piers. Piers will be a nice use of wood, at least. Oh, there's not enough staff to run the Noria. Is there a way I could just, like, throw away wood or something? So that would be really nice. Let's see. I guess the only way I can think of to throw away wood would be to, like, sell it to the foreign merchants, I guess. Or maybe to set up, like, a trade route to get rid of our junk. Yeah, you know what? I could build... I think I will build a merchant ship or two. And they're just gonna try to hawk all this extra bullshit that I've got in my inventory to my two neighbors. Let's see, could you send us more resources? Sure, which one? We need more fish. Okay. I believe you asked for this last time and I just laughed in your face. It's a bold strategy to ask me again for the same thing. Now, the definition of insanity and whatnot. Does look like there's some less than fertile territory that we can take advantage of over here. So it's only normal fertility and we don't need to bother that. It also just doesn't jive very well. So there we go, another manor house. Added to the collection. Alright, so this merchant ship, you're gonna try to hawk. Let's see. Yeah, wood. You're gonna pick up 100 wood, and you're gonna try to sell this wood in Dock Pontchartrain. There we go. And I guess I'm just gonna have 100 wood desired in this port. Yeah, we've been a little bit stuck on the stone. Alright, which one are you going to? You're going to this top one? I'm gonna say desired 0 for everything other than stone. That'll clear that out, and then the stockpile will just begin holding all the stone, which will be nice. I actually ran out of cemetery space in Milton, so I'm going to add a couple of those. Dude, don't plant another tree where I'm trying to build the cemetery. Cemetery, big cemetery, boom. Another tree has been cut, boom. That'll resolve that. Looks like they aren't really having much. They don't want the wood. I don't blame them. Let's see. Is it gonna say? Okay, I think they sold literally 0 gold, or 0 wood. Gotta love it. If I can cause some damage, no, I will not help. You can fear for your people all you want. I help out by having 10 million ballista towers. You don't know how many people, how many Vikings I have sunk to Davy Jones' locker. It is an unending sacrifice. Half my economy in Crescent is just fucking ballista towers. Just yoink these. Very cool. Might be enough for another manor house right here on these piers. It's gonna be a little bit awkward. I mean, I guess there's a road right there, actually. So not that awkward. Oh, average home happiness, 63. Yeah, it's because these guys are underserved. Ugh. Well... shit. I guess... we go Advanced Town. I can put a well in this little nook right here, which should provide extra happiness and make my buildings less burny. And I could put like a library in this little nook. That should help out with happiness. Then, I know I probably want to use this 4-spacer just to have more housing. But I could use the 2-piecer for... looks like we already have a large tavern kind of covering the zone, so we could have, I don't know, another chapel maybe? That'll make everyone happy over there. Just gonna reserve this corner territory. Tiny castle blocks. That should up the happiness greatly. How's the food situation? The food situation continues to look perfectly fine. I think we're actually not bringing enough grain to ship over. Might as well add another drop off for as much grain as we can fit. I suppose I could get the second ship to drop off 100 grain. I'll have it pick up grain from Morats as well. Boom. And that should help out with that. Yeah, we do actually need to have 100 desired for them to drop off 100, I think. Of pork, I mean. Worst case scenario, we can always just like hit 0 desired on the iron and tools, and that should clear up some space in the dock. How's the home happiness now? 61. Oh, I guess they just don't have any of the food they want. How big's a small market? It's like a one-piecer, right? Yeah, so we could put in this little nook right here. That should help out with that. I mean, there's a big market here too. Maybe we're just not shipping enough pork over. Let's see, are we delivering enough pork to my dock? We apparently are not. Maybe we need to use both transport ships here. Oh, I think Crescent was suffering from the population problems. So that's something that needs to be dealt with. It's a very sinister statement. I mean, like, we need to add more population. Need to get rid of some of the stone as well, so I'm just going to build the Great Wall of China. It's going to be awesome. This should be tall enough where everything should have max height. Oh no, I accidentally built in this nook. I mean, that's probably actually acceptable. No, it's not acceptable. Fuck that. I want Vikings to come into this little nook. If that's the only way Vikings come, that would be perfectly ideal for us. We have merchants. They're docked in Milton. They have stone. I'm buying the stone. They can take my wood as well. They have a special item. Beautiful tapestries. Sure. Why not? I'll have beautiful tapestries. I'll buy some meat as well. Because why not? Yeah, they're really not feeling the happiness here. Is there any other advanced town buildings I could place that please them? I could do like one of the crazy ones, like a theater or something. Doesn't really seem that appealing to me though. Just gonna reserve some of the space here for some towers. And build some more docks. And by docks I mean piers. You can see the water just instantaneously running out of some of these zones as the workers stop working their jobs because the builder priority is too high. It be what it be. Is she selling stone? She is selling stone. She's selling 10 stone. Mediocre. There's a fire? Please no. There's another fire over here. Don't think we actually have like a well or anything. Probably need to sort that out. I guess a well can only be placed on land. Oh no, all my fucking shit's burning. That's AIDS. No! The fire's claiming everything. Fuck. Can I build a fountain on the... Oh, okay, I can build the fountains on the piers. Please put out these fucking fires. Please. Don't let them claim the manor houses. I need my manor houses. No, they're destroying all my fucking towers. This is fucking terrible. Right before the friggin' Vikings show up, too. Okay, well, hopefully those get fixed soon enough. Might make sense to have some fire brigades, too. Don't know if it's necessarily like a 100% thing. But I think it might make sense. Oh yes, look at these piers. That is what I'm talking about. Guess we'll see if our improved defenses are going to continue to hold against the Vikings. Are these guys landing? They are landing. It's a little unfortunate. This Viking just decided to grind against the side of the island. I don't mind if they do that. How's stuff looking in Crescent? Crescent got pretty ravaged last time. Looks like this time we're handling the Vikings just fine. So that is pretty nice. Meanwhile, in Ganymede, we are sniping the crap out of the Vikings. I think I want to build even more ballista towers, just to take pot shots at these guys. Milton seems perfectly fine as well. Oh, there's a lot of forces coming for Ganymede. We managed to sink one of the ships before it could land. The other ones, not so much. They do have to walk across 10 million miles of no roads, which definitely seems to hinder their capabilities. Yep, easily repelled. It's like Vinay is thinking about sending forces over to help us. Oh, I think she's changed her mind. That be what it be. It's not like we need the help anyways. She should worry about her own self. If she's asking us for aid, why is she even thinking about sending helpers over? It's a little weird. I guess maybe she wanted to show us up. Be like, I'm such a good person. I'm sending you aid even though you didn't send us aid. Then she saw that they're just being all dealt with. It's truly a tragic fate. I'll spare her the embarrassment of sending a messenger over to gloat. For I'm a benevolent ruler. I think Ganymede, yeah, is actually getting a surplus of grain from this little shipment route. So we can continue our project of demolishing the excess farmland. And how do I put this? Repurposing the land. I think another manor house makes sense. To that end, we can have like a tiny tavern or something. This little nook over here just to service these people. Very cool. What do you want, Tierstig? Oh, are you serious? No. If you're mad about it, go to war with me. And you'll find that your forces will get double cucked. I'm just gonna build my walls even higher. How much fish are we getting? It looks like we're getting enough fish slash pork for everyone. Does it say? It should say. Yeah, we have 3 fish. Do we have any fishmongers? Probably should somewhere. Yeah, there's some. Well, looks like they're not getting enough fish. I think it might be high time we start shipping grain over to Crescent as well. They definitely need it more than Ganymede needs it, just because of its, like, huge pork industry. That being said, my first step is going to be to make more roads, more manor houses. Is going to involve chopping down some of these trees. I have to personally camp here because the woodcutters will just plant new trees if I look away for too long. There we go. So I'll just build a couple like cargo ships. Maybe like 3 of them. Just to get like a nice even spread. And to fuel another island we're definitely going to need to chop down more trees. I'll build some more peerage. I think I can shift my timber workers to be like, I don't know, below clergy and librarians. Wow, we really have a worker shortage in Milton. Oh, I guess I'll build some more houses too. That's probably why these dudes are so unhappy. Like, there is these service buildings nearby, but there's no one to work them. The bathhouses are too crowded. Dude, no. They want another bathhouse? I've already got one of them. That sucks. Where do I even put the thing? I guess, like, I could tear down these manor houses and put one here. Or maybe I could put one next to this large reservoir. I mean, we're kind of sucking on the wood, but that might just be that we have, like, too many charcoal makers or something. In fact, I'm gonna say we can probably reduce the charcoal makers to about, like, half, so 16 of them. I don't think we need this much charcoal. Guess if we got rid of this forester, and we rebuilt it over here, which, where's my forester? It'd be under industry. Yeah, I could build it, like, right in this corner over here. Then I could build this building over here. Plus the clear cutting will give us just a lot of extra wood to work with. Which, speaking of, just gonna buy some wood right now. Just gonna buy everything, because why not? This is a really glorious set of towers. Range as far as the eye can see. Alright, so the bathhouse hopefully can go right here. Won't be too far from the Noria. I don't think it is. And that'll solve that happiness problem. Gives us a lot of space where we could have like one of the other crazy buildings. We already have one great library. We don't have a church, so we couldn't build a cathedral. We already have a theater. I mean, I could build a church. Doesn't fit in the 4x4. Maybe right here. Right next to the bathhouse. We could do like a special where they give like a baptism in the bathwaters and they say it's like holy bathwater. And I guess I'll connect the block right here. Probably gonna have to chop this tree down. We can have a bunch of little tiny buildings behind the bathhouse. But any more building is going to have to wait. We've had an objective inside this episode, and that is to set up a proper grain route. What do you want on your... Why do you keep bugging me for fish, Vinay? I'm like weaning myself off of fish production. I don't even care about fish. What was I saying? We had a goal to expand our grain routes, get it actually workable, and we're getting there. Ganymede is slowly losing its farming population and exporting that, or what's the word? Outsourcing that work to Milton, which is great. Just gonna plop some houses down now. Look at that, that's beautiful. In addition, we've bolstered our defenses, making ourselves mostly resistant to Viking attack. Our force field isn't really perfect, but I think is a solid good enough, you know, and it's getting better with time. There will eventually be like a threshold where there's so many towers that they're just completely invulnerable to outside raid. We've already kind of hit that threshold with the dragons. Yep. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope to see you next time for more Kingdoms and Castles. Goodbye!